Hello and welcome to another Let's Play Momir. We lost the die roll and we'll be playing second, and obviously not Mulligan. So this is like episode around 50, a bit less, but I mean I so want Cube to come up again, holy moly. And I do have some good news as well. Soon I'll be receiving, wow, that's good. Soon I'll be receiving a Hearthstone beta key, and soon will be tomorrow. So from tomorrow on, I will be creating Hearthstone content as well. For those that do not know what Hearthstone is, you can check it out. It's currently in the beta. It's from Blizzard. It seems like a really cool game. Pretty fun game. Obviously, we take the trade here. But it seems like a pretty cool game. A game I'll play. A game I'll play a lot. So yeah, I assume a lot of people want to see something like that. And apparently something that I found out on Wednesday is that the WoW trading card game, obviously I never played it myself, but apparently it's discontinued. Turn power parent you control, yeah, that isn't great. So yeah, it's discontinued, so obviously Hearthstone probably will be the one to take over. It gets a 3/3 flyer that prevents all combat damage that would be dealt with. Wow. Seriously. Sick, bro. Sure. That's fine as well. Obviously it doesn't do anything yet, seeing that this prevents all combat damage. But giving all the rest haste of the creatures that I play is really good. The fact that it's a 3/4 in zone. The 3/5 is pretty annoying though, but I mean this card is good as well. Maybe just as good as this. The fact that this prevents combat damage is annoying. So we at least need a 3/4 flyer in, right? Or at least a 1/4 or something like that. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. No, I don't care. So just a 3/3. So we keep getting beat by that, but I mean it's 7 turns away. So yeah, Hearthstone, WoW trading card game discontinued. I mean the WoW trading card game, I think it tried to be... Is dealt damage? Sure. I think it tried to be too much like the Magic card game with mana and stuff like that, and I think it was well designed. I don't hate the game, I think it was fine. I liked the game. I never played it. I'll say that first. I never played it. So this becomes black, right? Just make it black. Obviously we can't attack because that doesn't do anything. So yeah, I never played it, but I'm not against it either. I think it was well designed. I like the idea behind it, but I mean, in a strict world like that consists of so many trading card games already, I think it's pretty hard to let it survive, right? Just it's way too hard. So we double block here, obviously. We trade up. We trade a 3/3/4/4/4. Both players take 4 damage, so that increases the clock to 3 turn clock now. But I mean, I have to. I can just take 4. I think let's just make a 7 and hope it's a flyer. I think a 6 would have been better, I guess, but you never know. We get a 6/6 haste flyer. Yeah, that's good enough. Obviously, if we had Bloodthirst, would have been sick, but we don't. The fact that our 8-drop does have haste might make it better than his creature. We'll see though, now it's just a gamble. He currently still has the perfect board state. He gets a 7/6 that he can regenerate, which is actually really good. He attacks with the 4/3. It has double strike, so we'll just block like this, I guess. And then it trades one of these two for it. Like, I'm obviously not gonna trade my big ass flyer for it. And he aligns the Elo Golem first. Really? Oh yeah, it didn't matter. Double strike. Yeah, that's another really sick card. We can't attack, but gaining 3 life every turn. He basically only deals 1 now with his. We go down to 5, we go up to 8, we go up to 11, we go down to 4, sure. So there's no point in blocking this at this point. Although there's no downside to it either. Let's just block it and then gain some life, have more of a bounce or a buffer, to say it like that. For some odd reason this match here is highlighted. Obviously it's highlighted. Pestilence Demon is really good. The fact that it is another flyer makes it annoying. So we need something good, right? Give me Hoverguard Sweepers. Or that. It's almost the same. I think Hoverguard Sweepers versus Comfort Legatus. I think we all know what we want there, right? So this becomes another chumper, assuming it doesn't use Pestilence Demon. We obviously block here. And I think he should attack with this as well. Yeah, that's fine. So we block, take 3, gain 3. This doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything. These two trade, he can activate it. I don't think he should activate it. And this just keeps gaining us life for now. This is so annoying to deal with. This is as well, of course. I mean, 4 mana 3/3 flyer that basically is unkillable in this format. As good as unkillable in this format. He gets a 7/6 Silent Walker, which doesn't. I mean, it's still a 7/6, right? It has no downside. I get a 1/1. We'll see what we get here. Maybe a Griselbrand. That's probably the best card. Put that card on the battlefield and listen to. Yeah, 7/7 isn't that bad. It does trade. Like it trades here. But you can. He can actually stop making drops if he wants. He just doesn't. I don't see why he just doesn't go up to 8 to 9. So yeah, we will take the trade. Like as soon as he gets a bad card and I get a good card, that's fine, right? Whenever a permanent and opponent controls, I was like, does it then get a land? But obviously the land is already in the graveyard, so that doesn't work. Yeah. As soon as he gets a bad creature, I can win this. But he hasn't gotten. I mean, the 3/5 obviously isn't that great, but so far he has been getting really good cards. Let's see what we get. We get a 7/6 reach, which is good enough. It does kill the Razia. It then does 13 to me. Flying Vigilance Haste, the next 3 damage dealt to a creature you control this turn. Yeah, so we block here. He can attack with this, we still block, that doesn't matter. So yeah, this just trades with this as well. But it still deals me 3 though. Like there's no point not attacking with this. Well, there is a point, I mean, if you don't want to trade it off. But I'm never gonna block here. I wouldn't have blocked before, so I'm just gonna go down to. He's dealing me 4 every turn, right? Yeah, I go down to 7. I go up to 10, I go up to 13. I need a flyer. He needs not a hit here, like Cognivore. Come on, Cognivore. Scornful Egotist. You know you want it. So he gets a 6/6 trample. That's still fine. Maybe we get a second Celestial Force. Like, what do we want here? I don't even know what we want here. Damage that would be dealt can be prevented. Sure, I guess. So that basically makes the trade here work, because Razia prevents the damage. No, um, that isn't even a prevention, it just redirects it. That's even better than anything else. So like it can do to a player to target creature instead. Oh, so you can do it to a player. So if you block here and block here, I think that's fine. Um, what does it do when it's just when it deals damage? I think I have to do this just because of the Razia. Like even if it says can be prevented, this isn't a prevention effect. It just redirects it. I'm not 100% positive about it, but I think that's how it works. So even if I attack with this, he can easily just Razia and then... Yeah, this card is so good. This card is so good. This is decent because you just can regenerate it. There's like no point in the game where I can trade with this unless I have an 8/8 and can just jump it every time. So next turn, yeah, I need an out. I really need something like Hoverguard Sweepers here. Bounce this at least, and then bounce this, I guess, because this can be blocked down with a Hoverguard. Unless he gets like something nuts here. I have no clue why he untaps or what he's planning on doing. Yeah, he gets a Godsire, sure, why not, right? So what do I want here? Like just the one that bounces everything, the Leviathan. See what we get. We get Avatar of Fury. Sure, it's a flyer. It's not really what I need though. Like he has a Godsire. Come on, man. Like, so let's look at his last drops. Is there any at any point in the game? Is there any card that is bad for him? He gets 2 Vigilancers. He gets a really good one, a really good one. I mean, it cheats 8/8 tokens. Come on, dude. So yeah, let's block here, block here, block here, I guess. I mean, it doesn't matter how I block. We can also not block with this and have a flyer up that doesn't do anything. Yeah, let's just kill the Godsire. He has to pay regeneration. He makes a token. Why is it gold bordered? Is this as well? No, this is black bordered. It's peculiar. Yeah. Yeah. So he gets, I mean, if I got a Godsire at one point, right, I can block this forever. And I take like no damage. What is he thinking about? This isn't hard, man. You have to win unless I get a Leviathan. And even if I get a Leviathan, it's probably not gonna... It's not gonna be good enough. Cause you're lucky. Nah, just kidding. This is Momir, right? It's like so randomness. There's like no value to gain in playing Momir. You just have to play and make no mistakes. That's the only thing you can try to do. Like one of the last videos, my opponents, yeah, there's the second one we get that. Like one of the last games, my opponent forgot to attack with everything. He like kept 2 creatures behind. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's the video before this. And it was a pretty sick ending. I'm still surprised by it, how my opponent played it. It was okay, the board was complicated. I'm not gonna say it was easy. But it was easier than he made it seem though. You can just look at it for like 2 minutes. You have the time. So we get a 2/3 island home. Pretty terrible. I mean, it does block like his 2 and his 3 drop unless there are flyers. Or mana accelerations, of course, which is pretty good as well. Can be blocked as long as the opponent player controls an untapped island. Yeah, that's never gonna happen. So I'm not gonna make a tree because I'm on a tree drop, I guess. Not a tree as in the tree that grows in the forest, but the number 3. I think that's a fine card. The fact that you usually yeah, okay, can't be blocked as long as defending player controls an untapped land. Oh, I thought it said island. So yeah, should have just tapped my lands and then ate it during his declared attackers. That was a mistake on my part. So didn't pick up a free creature. And this was a free creature to pick up. We get a shitty 4-drop, of course. It's us. What did you expect? Why, you're not gonna block? Come on, dude. Yeah, this is pretty good because basically it's removal, and late game it can wipe the board if he wants to. First strike 3-1. Sure. But there's no profitable attack for him here. I should have ate that creature last turn. How could I have missed that? I really thought it said island. So we need a 4 toughness guy. Blocks or becomes blocked or non creature. So there's just a really terrible card here. I mean, it does block a lot, but it's never gonna kill anything. There's like no attacks for him in the next 17,000 drops. I might even skip my 7 drop just because I have this. Depending on what he has, right? Like skip 7, go to 8 after, and then to 9. Draw 2 cards, really good. Discard a card. That sucks. But drawing 2 cards for just a blue, yeah. Like why not, right? Drawing 2 cards in Momir every single turn, broken. Enters the battlefield, paying if turn is the amount of life paid. Has it entered the battlefield? So like how many do we want to pay? Like 10? 11? 12? I mean 12 trample is really hard to beat, right? And then we're at 11. I think if we go to 10 that's fine as well, and this is a 13. Yeah, let's drop to 10. I mean, Yaya can eventually start pinging us. But the fact that this is a 13 trample is really good. This is so annoying. Maybe I should have thought about this more, because yeah, I can now kill us in 3 turns. Ping us, and then 6 us. He's not gonna go for it apparently. He's gonna make a 7 instead. Which is a 5/5 that can't attack unless you sacrifice a land. The fact is though, it's a 2-turn kill yet again. No, it's actually next turn kill because of Yaya. Holy shit. No, he can't do this because he has to sacrifice a land. So I think we attack first. Yeah, the fact that he just got a 5/5 flyer is so annoying. Maybe we should have stayed at 11 just because something like this is common. But I mean, the Yaya still puts us at a 2-turn clock. The fact that this has to sacrifice land makes sure he can't kill us next turn with this, which is probably the best thing for us. Like, he can also go to 6 and then attack with everything. Sacrifice land, keep this up. And then we have to block this and this. Yeah, that works. We still survive them, so that's fine. So he's deciding on what to do against this. This card seems really good in Momir, right? I mean, it's so powerful so early. Unless you're behind a bunch, this card is nuts. Or at least, I mean, it's really hard to handle for your opponent. It's like a 2 or 3 turn clock. How many power? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13. He can actually sacrifice his entire board to get rid of this. And still take damage. So he didn't declare any blockers, so we're gonna make a 7 drop here. We want to get a flyer, I guess, so maybe 6 is better, but 7 just seems bigger. We get a 7/7 flying trample, sacrifice a creature. Yeah, we get a pretty sick card. The fact that this is 7/7 trample and blocks this makes it sick. He has to block it here now. Because he dies, he has to block this somehow because he dies. Obviously we can sacrifice this on our upkeep and then sacrifice the Karn. Getting Lord of the Pit here was one of the best cards we could hope for. Obviously the upkeep cost is gonna kill us eventually, but we're putting in so much pressure. Unless he gets a really good card here, he loses. He gets a 5/5, so he can block this for some amount. Like, let's calculate here, right? We sacrifice this, we play land. We attack with these two. He has to block at least this, like this, so he takes 2, he has to block at least 9, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, sure, we just attack with these two. And then make an 8. Obviously, if the 8 was something really sick, we probably should have made an 8 before we went to attackers. Yeah, that has to block, and that has to be blocked by more than just that. That's 8, so he still dies. He needs 1 more blocker. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. So we want this one dead first, then this one because it's sick, and then this one. Sure. First strike damage happens, then the rest of the damage happens. We assign damage for Lord of Pits, assign damage for that. He goes to 1. Like, what is his plan here? Even Yaya doesn't save him. I think we make a 6 drop. I know it seems odd, but I think it's safer to just make a 6 drop. Sweeter as long as vigilance as long as you control. So we just get a 4/4, but I mean it's just safer. This doesn't kill anything yet. Like, he can activate this, right? Deal 6 damage to everything. But he dies to that, so he can't actually do that. So he needs a really good 8 drop or he loses. That doesn't do it. The Lord of the Pit still kills him. Yeah, fine. So it's 1-1. We go into the final match and we're on the draw. So that gives him the advantage, I guess. Obviously we don't want a mulligan. I'm actually through the backlog of my Momir. I uploaded like 9 videos in a row, which might have been too much. I also have a pretty huge backlog of Heads Up Poker, which I don't want to upload immediately. And I'm currently recording Tutu Shroud, sure. I'm currently recording Fez, of course, as well. But I mean, once Hearthstone comes out, I'm gonna run. Wow, Defender First Strike, really good. I mean, it is really good. At one sarcastic, the first strike on it probably stops a lot of him. We still make a 2 drop. So in the near future, I'm probably gonna be recording a lot of Hearthstone. I'm gonna be playing a lot of Hearthstone, grinding it out. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. It's just a stupid 1/2. So the board is still even. He gets to make his high drops before me. He gets a 1/1 shadow, gain control of target creature. That's pretty sick because if I do eventually get a really good creature, he can just steal it. And there's like no way I can block that shit, right? Artifacts you control have hexproof. Yeah, that doesn't help me though. It is a 2/5, so I can start attacking external unless he has something. But I mean, this is so good. Like, like, uh, if I get a really good creature, he just steals it. To being okay, so he gets a 7/7 that basically dies eventually. It's just gonna eat up a bunch of my um, trashy creatures. I'll put this here. Is he gonna sacrifice it? No, right? Like, what would he target to steal? Nothing? Oh, he doesn't realize he has to target. So it's like, yeah, I don't want to sacrifice it, but doesn't realize he has to target. Sure. Just wants to make sure, I guess. I do understand that sometimes Modo is weird like that. Obviously, it's just according to the rules, I guess, but so 4/1 provoke isn't that great. Provoke doesn't untap, right? Target creature defending player controls untap and block the. That's so good. I should have used that on this. He won the flip, but I mean, next turn this dies. Wow. Why didn't I do that? Why didn't I read that before actually? Yeah, obviously if he uses this and that, that's fine by me as well. I mean, 4/1 provoke is fine, but yeah, next time I read the card before actually. I'll read the card before actually doing something. So he's targeting the 2/5. Sure, do you really want to sacrifice that? No, right? Okay. Because it's gonna trade with my 1/1. No, it can't block it. I mean, what am I even talking about? It has shadow, it can't block it. And remove 2 +1/+1 cards from among creatures you control, draw a card. Sure, the fact that it costs mana is really bad, but we can double block this. Please lose the flip. Yay. I'm curious about this. So if I double block here, he sacrifices this, it comes under his control. It's before combat damage, so it removes it from combat, so it kills the creature of mine. And he gets a 6/4 trample. Sure, man. Just sure. There's like nothing. Of course not. Why would I want to put a counter on this creature? Yeah. This is really terrible for us. So I think we do this anyway, just in case he doesn't know or he doesn't see it. I'm not sure about the play skill of my opponent. Obviously, he can sacrifice this, steal one of these two, it goes under his control, and then just trades with the other one. So maybe he does it here, maybe he doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't realize it, I guess. Which is really dumb of him. I mean, he trades down his 4/4 for my 4/4 for his 5/5. He still has a pretty nuts card in his 6/4 there. Wait a minute. Let's go to declare attackers. We provoke this, of course, and trade there. Yeah, I want to use the ability. Yay! Yeah, this goes first. And then we make a 7. Like maybe he wouldn't want to make a 7. That's really good for him to steal with this. Like I would probably do that just because it's a 6/6 that gives you another 6/6. Obviously he wants to see first what he gets. If he gets a 7/7, there's no point in doing that. He gets a 7/7 that he has to sacrifice. So if I was him, I would steal this creature instantly. Like he can't attack there anyway, that doesn't matter. But trading this up for that, sure. It's not the nuts. I actually might not do it. Yeah, it doesn't. But like, there's no point for me to make a drop here, and I can go up to 9 now. Because I still have the board advantage, right? There's no point in making just another drop. Because he has to get something really good. And if I get something like the 7/11 Shroud, I don't actually have to do anything at that point. So that's a good one though. He gets a 7/7 that makes sure nothing can be prevented. Come on, steal it now, man. Still doesn't. I do understand that he doesn't. I wouldn't either, I think. But like, there's so much goodness out there. If you cast it from your hand, exile artifacts, so just a stupid 5/5 flyer. Maybe he steals that. Maybe he doesn't. And this is one of the worst 9s, right? The 9 has so many flyers. Ah, that's so good. Yeah, that actually is a nuts card. I mean, every upkeep it deals 3 damage, so that's a 3-turn clock on its own. With this now, basically killing me here. So he might steal the 5/5 now. He still doesn't. So yeah, this is what I mean. This is gonna kill me pretty fast. Like go down to 15, go down to 12, go down to 9. Then together with the creatures in general. Yeah, this isn't looking good. We really need something really great. And that isn't it. I mean, a 5/5 trample that doesn't even gain me life. It doesn't do anything. Like, what artifact would I ever wanna put back into play? Maybe I need to make 8 drops over this, and not making the 8 drop there was wrong. Because a 5/5 trampler isn't gonna do anything. I need a Hoverguard Sweepers. Hoverguard Sweepers on these two is the only out I have here. He gets a 7/4 trample. Yeah, I'll make a 9 now. I will F6. This doesn't matter what he's gonna do here. Take it already, dude. Seriously. The 1 damage isn't gonna make a difference. Okay. So, make an 8. Hope to get there. Sure, that's kinda getting there. And next turn we're making 9s over his 8, so this is a card I desperately needed. Of course it depends on what he gets, but I mean, like, what more can I want for in that situation? He gets a 5/5 flyer, it's really good. But the fact that we make 9s usually means we're gonna win. Prevent the next 5 damage, it's just this turn, right? This turn, okay, sure. So we'll make a 9 now. What do we want? Spirit of the Night is great. Anything basically is. That is as well. It doesn't have flying? No, it doesn't. So it doesn't declare blockers. So like, this is interesting, right? We sacrifice the turn unless we pay 4. We can actually pay the 4. But it doesn't have flying. It represents lethal, so if this is a stupid thingy. Yeah, it's actually another nuts card. Okay. Maybe I could have responded with that. No, if I respond to trigger on the stack, I'm dead. So yeah, I need another pretty nuts card, I guess. So we have to kill this. Pay 5 life, kill this. Trench Gorger, huh? Like, I just needed my opponent to miss once, like, get a stupid creature and we won. No, instead he gets a insane card. So we kill this. We have to kill this. This doesn't have flying, it's a demon spirit. How does this not have flying? It's legendary and everything. So we can kill this. We have to, because I mean this does us 5 damage, but this would have done us 5 damage anyway. So we couldn't kill this in response to the trigger, which probably was the best one. Then we don't pay the upkeep cost of this and actually need to find an out there. So yeah, it doesn't do me damage, right? Sure. So that dies. Don't want to pay that. And we make an 8 in the hopes of getting something good again. And we probably don't. Come on, trigger. Yeah, we get a shitty creature. So that's that. Another loss, and I'll see you for the next one.